Now, you mentioned earlier that there is no life without, I think you put it, there is no life without meaning.
No life without purpose, you said.
Purpose,
Right.
sorry, without purpose. I would say there is no purpose without life.
Oh.
The only things that can be purposeful are living things.
Right.
But not all living beings are purposeful. In fact, the majority of living beings are not purposeful. They're just the result of mechanistic processes such as natural selection, mutation, and so on and so forth. Then it comes to complex, intelligent, conscious beings like us, and maybe the aliens that we may or may not meet one of these days. And all of a sudden, the concept of purpose and meaning and eudaimonia and all that sort of stuff comes about. That's because conscious beings are characterized, like us, are characterized by a couple of things. First of all, we're conscious of our mortality, among other things. Right? We have no reason to believe that amoebas are conscious of their mortality. They just are. They just do what they do. But we, on the other hand, reflect on the fact that one of these days our consciousness is going to be gone and we're going to be dead. And that triggers a lot of questions about, well, then what am I doing here? Why am I doing it? And so on and so forth. And then we also have a complex language that allows us to articulate, to produce and articulate a lot of interesting, sometimes false, sometimes true, sometimes neither, thoughts about what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. So I think that meaning is a human, on planet Earth at least, meaning is a human phenomenon. Purpose is a human phenomenon. Everything else just is, and it does what it does.
Any last words? We are almost out of time.
Well, I'm just appalled now at this Cartesian position that my fellow philosopher is taking. I mean, I'm very uncomfortable with saying that my dogs don't at some level have an independent purpose or meaning or something like that. There's an arrogance there that
There's the second time that being called out tonight. You guys owe me at least a bottle of wine.
And you're hoping for a third, and then you get the bonus.
You're the only one left, so please. Yes. What do you find arrogant? I mean, I'm really puzzled by this thing of arrogance. All I'm saying here is that there's something different about human beings that is not shared by amoebas and things like that.
Yes.
I mean, you know that there are some of our esteemed colleagues, even down nearby at NYU, who have embraced something called panpsychism, according to which not only amoebas and dogs have consciousness and all that, but in fact, specks of dust and rocks and things like that. I think that's just crazy. There's no reason to believe that at all. And
well, you're just trivializing panpsychism now, if you don't mind my saying so. God, here we go.
Anyway,
you better shut us up quickly.
something trivial.
Panpsychism, the subject for another panel.